My name is Lafayette Barnes, publisher of the Washington Informer Bridge, and you're watching What's the Motivation? So I'm not technically editor-in-chief. I am the publisher of the Bridge. But you can say I'm an executive member of the Washington Informer, being that it's my family business. It was started by my grandfather, Calvin W. Rollard, and was passed down to my mother, Denise Rollard. And me and my brother just grew up in the office, being pests, throwing paper around, not really understanding the industry. And my brother ended up going down into the music industry. I started in graphic design and business, worked in Alexandria for a few years, came back to join the paper, and it really found a home there with the Bridge. So I guess to answer your question, what is it like? It's a unique experience in that I have access to individuals in the city that are legacy individuals. I have access to some of the new up-and-coming artists and business people and influencers, and I get to curate that for DC people, which is, a great opportunity. I mean, when I look at a lot of the other publications that represent DC, there's not really much that's for us, by us. And so we try to provide that, niche, and it's just an amazing experience to be able to work in that small little pocket. Man, I've worked with countless people in the D.M.V industry. I would say that recently I wrote my bio, and I've noted that I've worked with hundreds of individuals in the D.M.V. So, the list goes on. But I would say some of the people I'm proud to work with recently are artists like Absurdly Well, who is a local artist that's making major moves with his political artwork. And he's D.M.V born and raised. We went to school with my younger brother, so it was a great opportunity to work with him. We worked with artist Maps Glover, who's making major waves in the art industry. He just had I think an exhibit in Seoul, Korea. So he's all over the world. So great to work with these local artists. Also, folks like Uptown XO or the local rap scene. Folks who have made waves in the music scene here in DC. It's great to connect with them because I'm a super fan of local music. Just local culture in general. So. Working with folks like at the museum or new folks like at Somewhere, a new store that's over by the National Harbor. It just showed me, I'm sorry, not the National Harbor, by the Nat Stadium. There are a lot of up-and-coming entrepreneurs and sort of groundbreaking OGs that I've been able to tap along the way to work with. And I can name unlimited people, but I'm just happy to work with folks that represent the D.M.V in a good way. So I think the creative direction of the Bridge needs to be taken up in regards to quality. So we want to provide world-class quality programming for our audience. We don't believe that just because you're from DC and you're dealing with a Black-owned business that you have to have subpar quality. So we're trying to provide a world-class quality across all of our platforms. So as far as the artistic direction, it's really looking at what's working for the world, and then adding the D.M.V. saws on that, and turn it into something that would be specific for our audience. Higher quality cameras, great lighting, interesting graphics, and just a more artistic direction as far as thought, how thoughtful we are into the direction of the art. So just looking to up the quality of everything that we do, really looking to up the profile of DC-based content.